Welcome back to Range Anxiety TV. Today we're looking at something a little bit different and we're covering something that's a little bit different. Normally you'll see us, we put a car on the dyno, we run it up, we tune it, we come up with an excellent result and video's done, job's done. And people go, I would love to do what you do for a living, Martin. I would love to be tuning cars. It looks like so much fun. Well, sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. This isn't typically what you see when you tune a car or you go to tune a car, but sometimes it happens and it's nothing to do with the brand of the car. I love Renault Meganes. This is an RS 2020 model, 1800cc, rated at 205 kilowatts. Really nice thing because French, the language of love. Beautiful DCT transmission in it for the upshift and the downshift.
Boy, what the? Yeah, I'm here. You have spilt my macchiato.
And sometimes they'll throw you a curveball, not just Renaults, but any car, you know. And this one threw us a curveball. It was in for a tune. It didn't tune up properly. So we had to work out what was wrong with it, fix it, and then tune it. So at this stage, we've just got it back from being fixed because the vehicle still had some dealer coverage, which was great. Very light mods, intake, pipe kit, you know, pretty straightforward little mods that you do to a hot hatch like this. And this is a very, very nice hot hatch. But when we put it on the dyno, as you can see is about to occur, we came up with something, a few things that really concerned us looking over our database of old vehicles. Something wasn't quite right. So then we had to work out if there was something actually wrong, what was wrong, whether to continue with the tune, and a course of fixing it. And of course that comes down to me. It's my decision because my decision is the best decision, but you don't know my decision yet. So a few things to look for here, right? We have tuned these before. Standard runs the red line. It's missing like 100 Newton meters of torque down low till it gets up to about 5,000 RPM. It's got nothing in the basement. Same with the power, same with the boost. We're down 3 or 4 pounds down low. Yet logged, everything looked good on the logger. And then, of course, we looked at the mass airflow and you can see that down here, there's not as much airflow coming through to the engine. And the other hint, telltale, is that up the top there, the power started to roll off quite early with quite a low reading. What does this scream? Restriction. Sure enough, once we took a good look at it, the catalytic converter had failed in the vehicle. The factory catalytic converter had failed in the vehicle. So the fix was to fit a new catalytic converter, rerun the vehicle, and there's the blue line. Now that's our base. That's where it should be. This thing's rated at 205 kilowatts at the crankshaft. So, you know, seeing, I think it's about 164 or 3 kilowatts at the front wheels is about right for a normal drivetrain sort of tyre loss situation. So now we've got a base to work with. We can actually plug it into the car, develop a tune, and then see what we've got. And you know, if we'd tried to tune it like this, there would have been no result. You know, it wouldn't have made any top end, and it certainly wouldn't have made any torque, and the car would have felt horrid. So that's what's really important to know, that you're playing with a full stack of cards that are healthy and in good condition before you actually start doing anything at all. So let's see what we end up with. Now the car is properly tuned because we had a base to start with. And yes, all of the gains are there. Instead of being this big torque hole down low, we're up 50, 60, 80 Newton meters right across the board until the very top. Tyres were getting a little bit sticky at the end because they do get a bit warm, front wheel drives, particularly with this power and torque, hit them pretty hard. We're up to 183 odd kilowatts at the wheels versus 163 or 2 or 1 or something it peaked at most standard. So there's some really, really good gains to be had, but none of this would have been possible if we didn't diagnose there was an issue with the vehicle in the first place. You can also see, for those of you out there that are space wizards with their very own Space Wizard wand tuners, we cleaned up the air fuel ratios a lot too. You know, I'm happy with that lander or that air fuel ratio of 11.86 versus an overly fat 10.95 standard. So overall, nice package, all done. The Megane's a really nice thing when it's in healthy condition, like any car. So I hope that gave you a bit of an insight as to what we actually do, or more of how we do it around here. Get the base right, and tune from there. Don't try and tune something that's wounded. It's a mistake a lot of people make, and that's why they end up with half-assed results. And thank you once more for watching Range Anxiety TV.